Thank you for joining us once again as we get another Formula One Grand Prix underway. The drivers will be racing here at the Yas Marina circuit through 21 corners and a lap distance of just over 3.4 miles. There are a few opportunities to pass, with long straights and DRS zones in 2 places, turns 8 and turn 11. Plenty of close racing then, plenty of speed, and I hope plenty of drama to be found in the laps ahead. And a warm welcome, of course, to my co-commentator here today, someone of tremendous experience and insight. It's the man himself, Anthony Davidson. So, let's briefly discuss Lewis Hamilton.
Well, it was a really impressive lap in qualifying to get pole position, but are they going to be able to hold on to the lead into the first corner with so many quick starters around them? And apart from that, keep an eye out for anyone getting a good launch from the midfield. You see it happen from time to time, and it can really throw a spanner into the races of the quicker cars and push them into a more risky strategy.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Perez, Norris, Charles Leclerc and Ricciardo, Sainz, Gasly, Fernando Alonso and Yuki Tsunoda, Vettel, Ocon, Lance Stroll and Raikkonen, Giovinazzi, Russell, Nicholas Latifi and Mick Schumacher. Mazepin and Max Verstappen completes the grid. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out. Then let's see who can prevail today.
Now, as you all know, Max Verstappen has won his very first World Championship for the Verstappen family, for himself and for himself as well. And Red Bull haven't had a world champion since 2013 with Sebastian Vettel. So what I decided to do just after the race in Abu Dhabi was that I decided to do a last to first as Max Verstappen. So and not only that, the race distance is going to be long, so it's not going to be the regular 25% race distance that I do in my team career modes and last to first. This is going to be double the race distance that I do for those videos. So since in 25% races there are 14 laps in Abu Dhabi, I'm going to do 28 laps just because this day is history, as someone has finally stopped Lewis Hamilton. And obviously when Max Verstappen made that championship winning move at the hairpin of turn 3, obviously I wasn't happy, but obviously it was exciting. So anyway, here come the 5 red lights for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix here in Yas Marina. It's lights out and we are underway for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Hamilton gets quite a good start, and Sergio Perez has already overtaken Valtteri Bottas as they are fighting for second place as we go for a dive bomb on Latifi. But he just closed off the gap, so I think that was my fault heading into turn 1. And now I have to be a bit more patient with the ERS and my overtaking chances, because obviously we have more laps as we head down the chicane, which is supposed to be a hairpin, but I don't think we will see it in this year's title. We might even see it in F1 2022 as we go 3 wide into the hairpin with Latifi and Mick Schumacher. And obviously I have the better traction and a better car at the exit, and I have more grip as well, as Latifi is actually side by side with me, and Mick Schumacher with his powerful Ferrari unit is also side by side. We have 3 wide heading into the left-right chicane, and that was where Max Verstappen sent Lewis off the track, heading into the first lap in real life. So now heading down the second and the last DRS zone, but in fact there's no DRS obviously, as now we head into the left chicane, which is supposed to be the banking of turn 9, but obviously again we won't see in this year's title. So now there's a huge train of us, there's a huge train of cars ahead of us, as we are stuck behind the Iceman Kimi Raikkonen, who will be retiring after the race, which was like a few hours ago. So obviously it's bad. It's kind of sad to see a legend go, As now we'll see how the front pack is gonna do, how good the front pack is gonna be after the first lap, as Hamilton is still leading and we are down in 16th place. As now heading in the second lap, we are side by side with the Iceman heading into turn 1, and we managed to just put the car just about in the track limits, heading into turn 2 now. We are now in 15th place, and if we continue to make progress like this, we can head into the points as we get a 6.3 seconds, as we are 6.3 seconds faster in the first sector, obviously because we were slow at turn 1. So now heading down the final back straight, we were unable to catch up to Lance Stroll, and so we are struggling to catch up to the Aston Martin heading into the second and last DRS zone. And DRS will be enabled the next lap, obviously. So we're still stuck in 15th place, and we are still trying to find a way to get past the Aston Martin heading into the left chicane. And things have been the same until lap 3, as DRS is now enabled, as we are now going down the inside of the Canadian, and now we have successfully made the overtake, and that puts us into 14th place. And now we just have to focus our eyes onto George Russell, who will be leaving Williams and will be joining Mercedes next season. So he has to pack up his bags, I think, back at the UK, and have to say goodbye to the Williams team, and he will have to move to Brackley to stay with Mercedes until further notice. So now we will have DRS on Russell. I decided not to use my ERS because I knew we were going to catch up, but he is on the soft tires, so he's going to have more traction and more grip. As I tried to go for the switch pack, but I took too much curb there, and I almost had a huge moment of oversteer. As now we have a second shot of going past the former Williams driver now, so we go around the outside at the left chicane, and that puts us into P13. So 3 laps, we have already made 7 positions, and if we keep continuing like this, we will obviously finish in the points. And my aim is just to finish in the top 10, most preferably in the top 7 at most. So now obviously here's the train of cars, and it's not helping because we're gonna get the dirty air, and Sainz is battling Pierre Gasly ahead. And Sainz, he did get 3rd place in real life, so that's good points for Ferrari. That puts them 3rd in the Constructors' Championship. As now we head into lap 6. We decide to go for a last minute switcheroo, I guess, as we switch down to the inside line, and now we have overtaken the second Aston Martin of Sebastian Vettel, and now we'll just have to shift our focus now onto the Alpines heading into the left-right chicane of turns 3 and 4, I think, and now we head into turn 5 as they happen. We're just trying to find a way past, but obviously we have to be gentle on the throttle at the exit. But actually we can be a bit aggressive because we are off the throttle for so long at the apex, and that obviously gave us a bad exit, trying to catch up to Ocon. But now Vettel is now on the outside line heading into the left-right chicane. As we take a lot of curb, we start to bump draft Ocon a little bit, and we are unable to overtake him until like somewhere around lap 9, when everyone has headed into the pits, and we are just now trying to overtake Ocon. Obviously we did that because he entered the pits, and we're just trying to go for a undercut strategy, I guess. So we have to be really quick in the in lap. As now we head into the pit box, as we're trying to not hit the wall. We almost did that. As now we go down, we reduce our speed so that we don't get a 5-second penalty. As we now switch to the mediums, we are going for a two-stop strategy. Even to know exactly what tires we are using and what's the pit strategy, you can always go back to the restart. You can always rewind there. There's no problem, and you can just fast forward back to here. As now we are coming out of the pit straight. It's quite creative of F1, of the FIA actually, to go underground. And obviously you can see that this is the most expensive circuit in the world, here at Yas Marina. So now heading into lap 14, we have DRS on Daniel Ricciardo. We had quite a good exit actually. We don't even have to use our overtake mode, as we're now side by side with the Honey Badger, our former teammate. But obviously he left for Renault in 2019. That was already 2 years ago. As we now managed to head past the Honey Badger. But he obviously has a shot of DRS against me, but he will be busy battling Lance Stroll, so we have a bit of breathing room. We do weave a little bit to break the slipstream, but not too much, because obviously in the spotting code it says that you can't weave too much, if not you're gonna be a hazard on track. So now heading into lap 18, probably this is one of the most shocking moments which turn around the race. We were barely in the points at first, but now Daniel Ricciardo heads into the pits and he has wing damage, so he's going to be dropping into P16, as Mick Schumacher is right there behind, just past the pit entry. And that was the Haas pit crew coming out of the pit box. As now you might be wondering why I shift the focus of this video to Daniel Ricciardo at this moment. Well, it's actually because of this. He made this mistake as he tried to overtake Latifi into the left-right chicane, as now he has crashed and he's out of the race due to broken suspension arm. So from that angle, he looks like that Latifi might have clipped his rear left tire, but actually Daniel Ricciardo was the one who was aggressive on the throttle. And now it seems that this race was very similar compared to the race in real life, as now we get a full safety car. Now in the race, Latifi is spun at lap 52, as now it was a VSC at first, but then became a full safety car as we now head into the pits. And now I know that I have to go full beast mode, as obviously we head into the pits to change to the soft compound tires, because this is where Verstappen took the safety car, took the opportunity to pit under the safety car, and I don't think Hamilton had pitted. So obviously it's gonna be like real life as well. When I was pre-recording this, I was shocked to have found out how similar this race was in real life. I know I'm repeating my sentences, as now we are gathered in a single file, and now we just have to try to make up as many positions as possible. And now the race lead is obviously now with Hamilton. As the safety car advances into the pits, we are warming up our tires aggressively, heading into the final few corners. And now the music should be turning up now to show that I'm gonna come into clutch, as hopefully we can get our top 6, as now Hamilton heads into the final corner, and it's green flag, and we are underway. 4 more laps into the Yas Marina circuit at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Hamilton takes turn 1 quite beautifully, and now up to the end of lap 24, we are finally trying to catch up to Fernando Alonso. We saved so much of our overtake mode. We are just 3 places away from reaching our goal. Heading into the left-right chicane, it's very easy to spin the car due to oversteer, and that's the same thing to what happened in and that's the same thing that happened to Charles Leclerc back in the race in real life, as he had to do so much counter steering, which caused him to slide off the track. As now, let's not talk about Leclerc. We are now just trying to catch up to the former 2-time world champion. We are using all our ERS that we have harvested over the previous lap, and we're still struggling to catch up to Alonso, as now we're gonna get a lot of dirty air heading into the left-right chicane. It's very easy to lose the car here at the exit, but so obviously we had to short shift there, and now we have an opportunity to catch up to Alonso. Alonso is now sitting duck, and now we try to go around the outside. We even let go of the track a little bit, but the FIA decided to overlook that situation, as now we head into the end of lap 26, as now we are 8th place, as now Sainz has the Dian Gasly, but we also have the Dian Sainz as well. But obviously we have better aerodynamics than Ferrari, because the car is actually a bit bulky, as now we head around the outside of the man who scored 3rd, and we went off the track, but the FIA doesn't seem to care. So now it's in our favor, as now we head down the final back straight on the end of lap 28. Pierre Gasly has DRS on Charles Leclerc. There's a huge DRS train, and right behind Gasly, Sainz is behind me as well, but he doesn't have time to catch up, as Gasly tries to go down the inside of his childhood friend from karting. Leclerc and Gasly having a battle side by side, heading into the second and last DRS zone, and we are right behind. We are gaining and into the left chicane. They are surely gonna battle for position. They're fighting for the wooden spoon of 5th and 6th place, and we're right behind there in the Red Bull. We managed to go for the switchback move on Gasly as we try to catch up to Charles Leclerc, but we have to stay behind for 6th position, exactly what we aimed for, and that's what we have achieved. As now we head down the final 4 corners, as we go wide a little bit, and now you can hear I can hear the fireworks in the distance as Hamilton takes the checker flag. We almost get a huge moment there, and we get our top 6 that we have dreamt of after the race, just cause. As now we take 6th place. Our teammate is in 2nd. Hamilton is in 1st with the fastest lap. And if you've enjoyed this video, make sure that you drop a like, drop a comment to see how can I improve, and if you want to go ahead and subscribe, it really helps a lot, as I am the Fat Boy. Hopefully you enjoy your day after watching this video, and have a good day. I'll see you next time for My Team Career Mode. Goodbye.